Okay, y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all back with me in the Love Garden and the motherboard. I had a 2 hour long video for you guys that I was gonna upload, and somehow it did not save into my space on my computer. Right, but it was from what Big Mama and Big Papa had to say. So basically, it was about a lot of the business that is going on. And I remember clearly about somebody being hacked through their surveillance cameras or whatever, and that there was a CEO with their CFO involved in it, and there was some things that was going on with operations that were out of order, right? So I'm like, okay, let me go in and see what Big Mama said and what Big Papa gonna talk about. So as I'm going in on the video, y'all would never believe that I'm just sitting there going off. Is so much that's going on with those Morse codes, voice altering devices that people are using with the technology that's out there and available for everyone. And then also there is the sound frequency technology that people are using to actually like alter people's mental state, right? For those who are able to hear high pitched tones and things like that, you probably have been experiencing ringing in your ears and all that. So the video going on about all of that, that was on yesterday to upload today. The video is not available because it say that 0 bytes have been recorded. And I'm like, well, what the happened? I know I made this video, so I already know what's going on. So when I'm sleeping this morning, I woke up about 4 something to get up, normal woman thing. That's what we gonna do. Get up when you gotta go use it or whatever. Checking on stuff, however it go. And I woke up out of that dream. It was I was being told by somebody that was a security specialist that she said, this how you gonna know that that's the hackers, because this is how they gonna appear on your Wi-Fi thing when you check in to reset your Wi-Fi and stuff. But the message was that they're using the IMEI number to your phone for the dream. That was this morning. So I'm like, okay, so I gotta go back into it. Let's get with what it is that Big Mama and Big Papa gonna talk about and what they got to say, because it was big business that was going on for somebody making bad investments and what have you, and their operations manager not being in order. And then there was packaging problems, maybe with shipping and handling and labeling, or sealing those packages, things like that we needed to be going on. And it is an investment that is about to be returned for somebody who thought they made a bad investment. Those investments is about to be returned. But we're going to get back to it. So I did not pluck on the wheel for the chakra color that day, but today we will do a pluck on the wheel to see what energy we were residing in, and that is with the sixth chakra. Is the self, responsibility, inner strength, creative visualization, intuition, calmness, clairvoyance. That is the sixth chakra, right? So we dealing with that energy, and that's where those things are coming from, with those downloads that I received about big business. And then we do know that there was some mishandled mail, and I'm looking at it because it's on top of the stack. That's from yesterday. So maybe that's still what is possibly can be happening to people, because we know there's a lot of people expecting things in the mail, right? We know we got things that come every day. Sometimes they don't come every day, but then we got some big business that's coming in the mail, and we don't want that mail to get mishandled, possibly by that postal carrier, possibly by that office, lost in the mail, lost in the sauce, lost in somebody else's hands, in their pockets, or even in their account, right? Or maybe you have a living situation to where all your mail is scanned through the office. We want to make sure that everybody is on the up and up with delivering what they're supposed to. Because if not, in those things that are delivered in the mail, that are financial seeds of blessings that can help somebody's life be more stable or get them out of whatever financial instability that they're in. If you're messing with their mail, I feel sorry for you. You got to be a heartless person, right? So we're going to go into the stack with Big Mama saying what Big Papa talk about. And then we're going to get into some telling it like it is, along with the big business that is going on. Oh, look at that on the turn. We got ATF. Somebody might be dealing with some of that. But let's see what Big Papa or Big Mama going to talk about and have to say. That's in here. And we know they come as a pair, Big Mama, Big Papa. There's business going on. They're going to take care of theirs. Big Mama say she got hers. Her loving arms is where they always going to be. Be the sweetheart that you are. Don't let nobody turn you away from that. She got what you need, right? But she know how to treat those problems that you have. Maybe you grew up in a household where you had to every year drink some of that fish tonic, right? Goose grease and liver, cod liver oil and honey. Or you were taking a high title with that granddaddy whiskey with some lemon and some honey and a little bit cayenne pepper. You might know about those things. Or you might know about that mineral oil or that castor oil that you would have to take to help cleanse your body out. Or maybe you possibly know about those things that Big Mama got what you need, like eating those prunes that will help flush out that particular part of your digestive system that need to be cleansed if you're constipated, right? Or she had that bay leaf tea that helps soothe that gas, right? And maybe that baby that you have, I don't know why that came up, but that gas, and it's like somebody got a baby, a new little baby, that baby might be experiencing a little bit of colic. That is definitely what you want to give that baby if you don't have any gentle ease formulas that you can use, or mother's care, mother's nature, or whatever that there is over the counter. You can take one bay leaf, and you're going to use for this baby. You're going to take that one bay leaf and you're going to put it in 12 ounces of water, right? 12 ounces of warm hot water. Let it steep for like 5 minutes. Let it sit after it's steeped for those 5 minutes to cool completely down. And that you can give the baby at least 3 to 4 ounces of that to help deal with that colic, right? So we're going to do what Big Mama and Big Papa's talking about. Let's see what it's saying for the collective. Okay, that got stuck in my hand. It says, study all your tools so that you will know how to use them wisely. Master your craft. Be a professional. And that's what we're looking at today. That Big Mama them saying to do that. That she have not showed up and he has not showed up yet, but they're definitely in this stack, and then they got each other back. We know that. They are using their words and their mics to bust at us, to let us know how to be in line. Somebody, this keep coming up. For somebody, it's time to retire in this collective. You have been thinking about it for the longest time ever. You're prolonging yourself from being in your total happiness by staying at a job that you no longer desire to be at. Every day you go in there, you have something you're complaining about. And you know you have the means to retire, but yet you're reluctant to retire because you may be having problems at home to where you don't really want to be at home. And you have nowhere else to go, male or female. Take it how it resonates. If this is not because you're having problems at your job or at home, it's just that you won't be comfortable with not doing anything. So it's possibly time for you to let it go. It's time to retire. Point blank, that's what it says. Take it from Big Mama or Big Papa, whichever one you want to know. Who would tell it to you? You got to think about your Big Mama and your Big Papa, what they would tell you. Look at Big Mama, come through. Oh my goodness, Big Mama said, that's me. I'm the one saying that, right? I treat all mine the same. Loving arms, they gonna stay. Just be the sweetheart that you are. Got what you need, Big Mama. She say she got hers 739. It's gonna be that same way. Dignified, natural, scientific, and studious. Learning and achieving. She loves learning and teaching. Cheerful, enthusiastic, fun, communicative, loves to entertain, artistic, compassionate, dramatic. And she has one family. Big Mama got us. Confident, inventive, thoughtful, and an entrepreneur. So maybe that's what she's trying to let you know, and be in that Big Mama energy and be an entrepreneur. You can retire and still work for yourself. You can come up with a job that was part of what you love to do as a hobby. Come on, let's get some more what Big Mama want us to know right now. All this. Okay, so you act like your shit don't stink, whoever you are. This is not a reading for children, so I will not be responsible for you allowing your children to hear what it is that is coming through with these messages. All right, and decisions, and that is obvious because it's time to retire. You got some decisions you need to make, although it may be hard to do so. Now is the time to think about the things you have to choose from. Decide what is best for you and those whom you are responsible for, right? Because it's time to retire. Order. Although things may seem as if they are out of order, it is up to you to put them back in place. So we also have redemption, the action of regaining that which you have lost, freedom from bondage, set the captive free. Okay, so that is definitely some freedom, right? Because when you're on your job for that long period of time, you are bonded to those contracts that you sign with that particular job, stating that you will or will not do these particular things in and out of your life and in and off of the job, right? So now it's time to retire so that you can have that redemption, to be regaining yourself from the bondage that your contracts at that job kept you under. It's time for that captive that lives inside of you to be set free. And we know that's what Big Mama's talking about, right? So Big Mama is telling you. Why? Because she wants you to be in that cheerful energy. So we're going to go with that. All right, what is it? Take a spiritual bath. Oils, soft music, flowers, salts, prayer, scriptures, candles, incense. And if you don't pray, maybe you can meditate, because a lot of people don't believe in prayer because they don't believe in a God, but you believe in something supernatural that can spiritually uplift you. Big Mama say, take that spiritual bath and enjoy it. And I'm looking at the camera, how it's doing. My voice and my mouth is off. And I know this video may come over a little bit choppy once it is uploaded, but just know that it's because of those who are watching. They can't keep their eyes off. Okay, Big Mama, what else you want us to know? What you gonna say? Oh, Big Mama say. What is this? Money talk, BS walk. Big Mama said she ain't got time for that. Talk that money talk and let the BS walk. Right? Because that's what everybody trying to get. Right? They got some, they're trying to get it so bad they chasing behind it. Right? But what else it is that Big Mama say? Look at that. What it say? Leaving things behind so that they will have a chance to come back. Now, somebody might be experiencing this. This is totally different than what it was, the energy she's talking to her child that needs to retire. Somebody is leaving things behind, maybe at your apartment, your house, your car, just so they'll have the chance to come back. You might have had that overnight guest that does not reside where you live at. And they came and they brought that overnight bag, but when they came, that bag had a list of things that was in there, and when they left, that bag was maybe one or two things lighter. You know what the hint is for? Big Mama said they trying to slowly move in. If you don't understand what it is about, maybe you need to talk about those things that are being left behind. I ain't trying to expose nobody, but I know how it go down. Either you have been that person before or you have experienced it. Nobody is exempt for any actions that are a part of this life. We may not experience them, but no one is exempt from them. You never know when it might happen to you. Don't get upset if they do, right? And the only reason why Big sis coming through. Big Mama, I'm about to say this. Big Mama probably going. I know I'm gonna get a smack later on, but I got to say this. You know why they leaving that stuff behind. You got somebody else that be there that they are suspicious of you having. You haven't explained that, but if they do leave that behind, that's because they want to see what reaction it is that possibly will happen from that person that is coming behind them. And brother or sister, if that person who you left those things behind by get mad or ask you why did you leave them or try to throw them away or hide them, is because they got something to hide. Big Mom, please don't get me for that. I hate to let them know. Big sis ain't about to let nothing happen into hers that she... Oh, okay. I'm maybe saying a little bit too much. But let's see what's going on. We'll hit the deck. We have order my steps. Order my steps in your word. Teach me, guide me every day. I want to walk worthy. And then we have all books balanced, all debts paid. Sky high, sitting in the trees. Growth, getting paid in the shade. Time to increase. That's why Big Mama states, money talk and BS walk. You got a return investment coming. Somebody got to keep looking out for those investments. Do not let that money just sit away. We know that there's a whole spree of scammers going on in this electronic world that we're living in, and we're dealing with this e-commerce. It's a big business time now. Oh no, e-commerce came up. So we know that's big business. Big Mama, Big Papa. Big Papa ain't come up yet because we're not dealing with anything too heavy. But I'm pretty sure if we get into something a little bit heavy and it's too much that's on the side of what Big Mama got to say, if Big Papa feel like it's time for him to come up and say what he got to say, he will. We know that the ATF was on the top of this here. What is that? Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. There may be significant to someone. I don't want to go into it because I'm not going to try to speak anything into an existence that has not already happened. But we know why they get involved. Everybody should know that. On a big business state, what Big Mama talking about. And we're going to take it how it is because I know a lot of this in this thing should be upright. But if anything comes upside down, we already know how we got to deal with it depending on what the seed is that's being spoken about. Oh, somebody got a misdemeanor. Whatever offense that was that you committed, this is where it's going to lead you to. You know who you are when you're dealing with this. But at the same time, it's like, get out of that energy so that you won't have to keep going on there. All right. Oh, Look at this. Okay, so we got these two just jumped out. We got Morse code. I said that. And we got sound manipulation devices. Sound manipulation devices. People use these things in war. And on the bottom of the deck, it got, I am a fortress, a safe dwelling place. On the flip side is that you hold the key to your life. Keep them safe. That's facing us. We hold the keys to our life. We have to keep them safe. I am a fortress, a safe dwelling place. And that's what Big Mama's saying. That's what she is. Come on through, Big Mama. Let us know what you want to talk about with this big business stuff that's going on. We know there's so many people being affected by business-minded people and their deeds diabolical or so evil and wicked against others for revenues, human resources, natural resources, things that they think are tangible or intangible because they want their incomes to be inelastic. I mean, they don't want their incomes to be inelastic. They want elastic income, right? We want to be able to stretch it out a little bit. It's not. The CFO, Chief Financial Officer. And we know that these are the time where the chief financial officers are doing big business right now. You should be well off, all of you, every year at the beginning of the year, once tax season is over, deep into the spring, April. You all should be well off to where those fees and application prices that you're charging people should not be as high as they are, especially if you have customers who have been going to you for multiple years. When are you going to give them a break? You're inflating your prices on something that they can do themselves by using TurboTax. No commercial involved. They can use the Intuit that will guide them through the entire process themselves. It's just a matter of wanting to do those things. And for those who do those things themselves, kudos to you because you know what you are gaining from that. And it is not in the hands of someone else if your taxes were to be audited. It would be specifically on you because we know that sometimes CFOs have the ability to swindle money away from their clients. That's just on the up and up. Big Mama said you okay to say that. What else needs to be discussed, Big Mama? What else you want me to tell her? Big Mama say is a setback for a major comeback. It's looking repetitive of what was going on. Voice altering devices. Somebody has been using this. This will not be This was part of the message that I was supposed to render to you all that got destroyed. So Big Mama is saying you can play like you doing whatever you doing to my child and making everything for the message that's coming out for the collective not be heard through this particular vessel, but it's still being spoken. So that energy that was supposed to be heard today from what it was that I did yesterday is still coming through. It's still coming through. It's not all the same because today is a different day, but it's still coming through because it was supposed to be heard. And that's where we at. What else, Big Mama? On this big business stake we got to deal with. She said cut the deck and do it. Operations. That's what it was. Didn't I say that? Didn't I tell you somebody got some operations going on with their organization that is maybe not in the upright? And what is it? The operations worth nothing. Came on a thing. So somebody operations is not in the operating system that they should be. And we know when we're dealing with big business and business operations, that's the order of processes that each part of the business has to go through. That is rendered by the CEO, right? And it's like, if I have a grocery store, the order of that business starts with me doing business with merchants, buying things from them that I will sell to other sellers. To other buyers or to other sellers as well, because that's what major distribution companies deal with, like Sam's, per se, fair use in the name usage, or maybe like a Restaurant Depot, fair usage in the name. They are distributing companies, right? So what else, Big Mama? Well, what you want me to do? Okay, she say, grab these and let those hit the deck, and then let everything else be put to the side. She say everything that's in your hand is what's supposed to be talked about, and talk about everything else that is there. Okay, so we got somebody that is a repeat offender for whatever it is that they have done. We know that somebody got a misdemeanor in here, so they probably have not been a repeat offender, because if you're a repeat offender, possibility you are a felon. You have a jacket, and you have unpaid agreements, right? And then, whoo-wee, that's why, I ain't gotta play with this. That's why they in here, because of this. These are the downloads that came through that big business stack that Big Mama gave me. You see how it work out? Who is like, now I'm seeing something that is going on, because it's like they got a whole bunch of things going on. Somebody being investigated, somebody using Morse code, somebody using sound manipulation devices, somebody have a misdemeanor. But you could be, that person who had this misdemeanor could be caught up in all this other stuff that's going on with the ATF and these right here. Don't get more than a misdemeanor with these repeat offenders, because in order to be this, you must be this or something else in that. But then we know we have where them people at, them alphabet boys in there, that think somebody could be using this. But the alphabet boys is up in there too, and we're not talking about the Fruit Loop ones either. Now, let's get down to what it is that's going on with this big business. All right, Big Mama, what that steak you said just to come out of? But we know that there's a setback for a major comeback. So whoever has the opportunity to turn their life around, that's what this is possibly telling you. Big Mama don't want you to go down there, that road. And we know days before she said somebody went down that old dirt road. What I was talking about, merchants. So it is some people who may buying something from those who are able to sell to them so that they can distribute to other people, right? And then we have a conglomerate. That's possibly why the ATF is involved, or that's that drug lord. Okay, and then we have some employees that gotta be dealt with. Then we have an angel investor. Thank God for those angel investors. They don't have to be seen or heard. All they have to do is just what they do. And nobody has to ask for where the proof of where this money come from. It was an angel investor. That's why they call it. We have debits. Somebody need to pay their debits. We have morale. Maybe the employees of that company have a low morale. We have orders. Somebody are not fulfilling the orders that they supposed to be fulfilling. I'm going to just say what it is that's coming to mind, and that's what it is. We have numerical codes. Those are the barcodes that need to be on those products that you are putting out for those orders. Make sure they correct. We have spiritual war. Somebody trying to get you caught up in spiritual war because of whatever is going on. And we have mail fraud. We already seen that somebody was mishandling the mail. That's possibly why, this is why they was mishandling, so they can do this, right? And then we have management. And we know that the employees was already in here. So employees and management have something to do with what's going on. They say smart homes and computer systems use, the smart homes and computer systems can be hacked. The use of Wi-Fi connections, community surveillance cameras, door cameras, devices that are programmable, and service systems that can be a part of your smart home. Know that you don't have no privacy if you have all of that, because they still can be hacked. And that's what the dream was earlier, that somebody's phone was being hacked because of whoever it was having the IMEI number to their phone. Don't think that they can't get your IP addresses to those Wi-Fi. We got symbolism codes, symbolic coding. Somebody may be wise and well advanced in symbolism codes, and then somebody may be also using the symbolic coding, because we got to realize that our eyes will see things and be feeding our mind the desire or the dislikes or likes or beliefs and love systems or whatever systems about those particular symbols that we're seeing, so that it can sit in your mind to make you think or feel or respond a certain way. We have an IOU. We know that there's a whole lot of IOUs that have been written from a long time ago that have not been paid, and it's time for those debts to be paid. We've seen there was a return investment coming through. It might be an increase in some things that's like that. That's what Big Mama said. So bring your tail with what you or I, right? All right, and we have chant a psalm a day. And we not taking nothing in reverse on this, because big business is straight up. Maybe they are in reverse, but we can talk about it like that. But we're going to talk about it on the right side and on the flip side, because it's upright, a paper wall. Why? Because we know we got written these IOUs, right? Big Mama say she coming through. She gonna talk about what it is, and we got a conflict of interest in some things that we're doing in this particular life that we live in, when we call ourselves living with societal norms, right? And then in that business, for you who are running that business with that management crew, those employees, that CFO, and those operations that you got going on, you have deadlines to meet. That's why packaging was part of that. That's why the merchants was part of that. It's time to continue on being focused on your operations. All right. And then why? Because it's this. It's not small. Oh, yeah. Okay, so back at it, even though we had minor interruption and it's full of love. All right, we have moral codes that somebody possibly have broken or standing to it. You know what side you're on of it. if it's a good thing that you own, keep on that page. If you know you're going against these, then you need to correct yourself. Nobody else ain't gonna do it, but we know the ATF out there. And we got shipping and receiving. See, that's what I was talking about. Shipping and receiving and packaging, we got all of that in their operations, the CFO, we have the management, we have the employees. Now it's down to this here, because we have packaging involved in that. You making sure your packages are sealed right, they can't be tampered with, no one will be liable for what damages happen after they are shipped from your facility. That's on the consumer's responsibility to be aware of what it is that they're purchasing to make sure that their product is intact. You're assuring your freshness, your guarantee that you put your utmost best effort into delivering a great product, but it is up to us who are consumers to make sure that the product is up to par. And if it is not, excuse me, we have the authority to return it to where we bought it from and notify the manufacturer. We have inelastic income. I was talking about that, right? So pay attention to what it is, who this message is for will receive it the way that it is supposed to be. It's time for you to get with those non-provisional patents. You have an idea of something that is out there that can be great. All you have to do is go ahead and file for your non-provisional patents at the patent office, and then you can look that up and make sure that you have your name branded on what it is that you are doing. And then also with that, make sure that you have the diagrams to your products, so that no one could steal those ideas. We have 401ks, IRAs, pensions, and that's what we was saying. It's time. That's what it's showing. Look what Big Mama saying. Big Mama said that it's time for you to retire. And then for 401ks, IRAs, and pensions. And then she did say that there was a return investment coming. Return investment. See, I ain't gonna play with you. I'm gonna let Big Mama talk to you, and then a Big Daddy come through talking to you. You don't want to hear what he gonna say, but we know that somebody in this collective asks for their steps to be ordered, so that this process that they're going through can be handled right. We have limited liabilities. What did I say about that packaging and those products? You got to deliver the best quality products so you won't have no liabilities coming back to you. But then we know that there's limited liabilities. Maybe you created one with a conglomerate. That's what it was. You created your LLC with a conglomerate of your peers. That's what LLCs are. When you are registering your business, you can produce the one that you have obtained through your own power, or you can select to be under someone else's established LLC. And that's what we're looking at, so that you can be covered. We have illegal Wi-Fi users. We already know that's in there because we seen what it was that came up. Video altering techniques. Somebody have the ability to alter videos. Just like I was saying when I was talking, I saw how my video was a second or two behind what it is that I'm saying, because I saw how my mouth was moving and it just chattered. It just gibbered, and I saw that repeatedly on a few other videos that I have uploaded, and on the most important parts they were altering my video. All right, rumors of war. Somebody want everybody to be fighting for what? They are medulla. They are low vibrational. But if you are in a fight because of rumors, that's your war that you have to deal with for allowing yourself to get to that point because of rumors. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, is what Big Mama I know always told me. She said there is soul food, soil food, feed the soul, feed the soil, fertile soul, fertile soil, earth owl, soul, earth owl, soil, stole. Somebody want to steal Somebody got their soul stole. Somebody sold their soul. They sold. Somebody stole the soil. It's a land. Somebody stole your soul. That's your essence. The aura. Maybe somebody was trying to be like you. Mental war. See that? And then what else this is? Biological war. She said that's all that we got going on with this big business. And the things that we need to be alerted about. Right? Big Mama talking, she ain't gonna play with us. And when she moves something, everybody gonna shake. And that ain't no lie. We got the ATF involved. You hold the keys to your life. Keep it safe. You're a fortress, a safe dwelling place. I am. That's CFO. And we got a repeat offender. We got unpaid agreements. They want us in mental war. We're in biological war. They stole our souls and soils. Some of us sold them. Right? Some of us. Not all of us is in this. Keep you. We got rumors of war. The rumors started wars, video altering techniques that they using, they illegal Wi-Fi users hacking into your stuff. We got limited liability so that we know that we're going to be clear on those things that they said that was not up to par. They lied. Try to say that you packaged something and sold it to them that wasn't right. But we know that somebody in the group need to retire because they do have return investments coming from their 401ks, IRAs, their pensions. We have somebody need to go ahead on forward with that idea and sign for that, fill out for that provisional patent. It may give you an elastic income. When that CEO with those shipping and receiving things that's going on, we know we got packages. This is what kind of stuff that we talking about? All right, and let's get to it because we got deadlines we got to meet, and there's no time for more conflicts of interest. It's too many of them on us, right? Because they were always in that paper war, but then we know that it's saying Channel Song a day, regardless of what they want to think. You listening to those songs, and you think you so holy and rolling, and you not chanting, even if you listening to gospel songs, you still chanting. That's what a song is, a song. You singing that song, that's your motivational song, that's your chant. That's what you putting in your spirit. It's still a chant. So whoever got something to say about somebody chanting, that listening to music and singing along with it, you are chanting. Don't be stupid. I ain't trying to sound harsh, but I'm just telling you what you are doing. And you trying to go at somebody else who may actually be chanting. Or they arming. Right? That's what they do. For to get them right. You can't do them. They got to do them how they do them. You ain't about to tell me how to meditate. Because if I let you tell me how to meditate, then I'm meditating for you, not for me. You ain't about to tell me how to chant either, or what to chant. But if you chanting somebody else's song, that's what they were going through. But it say chant a psalm a day. Make your own song. That's what they did. Symbolic coding. That's what people doing. This could be considered symbolic coding because it's words, right? And I had to spell them. But these are general seeds that everybody have planted. And if it's a statement, it's either you resonate with it or you don't. Smart homes and the computer systems they use can be hacked. All of it. So when your stuff go away haywire in your house, don't think that because it's a ghost. It's a ghost, a holy person, a whole person, not a transparent. All right, we got management on there because we know that CFO and that CEO in this particular business together, we have management issues because somebody is dealing with mail fraud. Along with all the other wars that's going on, paper war, we got spiritual war, we have rumors of war, we got numerical codes, that they could be using as programmers. This all of what is going on. We living in cybernetics world, right? Y'all wanted the Matrix so much. You wanted it to come true so much in that capacity to where we are all being able to become those agents that y'all want to say are the Agent Smith. But then the whole thing about it was Neo, you ain't even recognize that Neo was the whole Matrix at the end of the first one. So whatever else could get reloaded to tell you, the first one already told me everything that I needed to know. And they saying my storage running out. It's a morale. And they know that they got debits that they got to return. Angel investor coming through. Employees may be in the right or wrong, but we know there's a conglomerate of people that's doing some stuff, and the merchants there too. And then it say a setback for a major comeback was what hurt it, because what they did wasn't worth nothing. And we know that somebody was a misdemeanor involved in this. They're using voice altering devices, but don't get caught up with these right here, because we know them ATF is coming. That's what Big Mama said. Now, that's it for what came out of Big Business. One call for what it is that you want us to know, Big Mama, what you got to say. And I'm going to let you tell it like it is. As they say, my storage running slow. I just deleted 3 videos that were longer than this 46 minutes that I've been here. Look what this is. Loss prevention. Somebody in this business need to take care of what it is with loss prevention. I don't know how this getting Big Mama stack, because this is part of the big business. But let me see. Somebody might have been stealing. That's what loss prevention deal with. The loss prevention team. Come on, Big Mama. What you want us to know? You say cut it? Oh no, she didn't say cut it. She said this. Job well done. Don't doubt yourself. You made the right choice at the right time in your life. And that's what it was on yesterday. For today message that was supposed to come through. So don't worry. You see that? And it's just as simple as that. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank you all for liking. Thank you all for watching. And it's saying that, attention, your internal storage is full. That is a lie. I know what they doing. But it's okay, y'all. Thank y'all.